Hello everyone, welcome to Tangle with Tracy Anne. The tangle I've chosen today is called Iris by Tricia Long. Originally I found this on patterncollections.com, but that website no longer exists, so if you type in Iris Tangles in Pinterest, you will find this step out. I'll be using a 3.5-inch square tile, and I'll also be making a bookmark. Today I've used a hot pressed watercolour paper. I've cut my bookmark to the size of 8-inch by 2-inch. You can see I'm using washi tape to create a border, and later I'll be adding some watercolour, so this keeps my border nice and clean. You'll find a full list of materials that I've used in this video down below in the description underneath this video. Today I'm using pan watercolour paints, and I've mixed up a few colours. I've made my paints quite watery, and I'm just going to put one colour down and then just add other colours to it until I have the desired effect. Just let the colours run into each other. If you find your tile is getting a little bit wet, you can pick up some of that paint and dry it off on a paper towel. You can leave these tiles to dry on their own now, or if you like you can use a hairdryer, but I've got a lot of paint on here and you can see it's pushing it, and that's made that little bit of a mark at the end of my tile. A hairdryer is handy when it comes to removing the tape. It softens the gum and that will prevent your tile from tearing. I'm going to draw with a Micron 01 and then later colour it in with the Mitsubishi Uniball eye pen. You could use a Micron PN. Now this pattern starts with a little triangle. Then to form the beard, we're almost oaring the triangle, but I've put that little bit of a shape to it. Now the bottom petal has like 3 little lips to it. You can draw it like that, or once you get used to it, you can just draw it in one piece. The top petal starts with a vein, and then you can draw the petal around it. And at the bottom, join it up. You can see that I'm leaving gaps in between each section, and that creates a stencil kind of effect. For the back petals, I start with a little curve, then come down with an S shape, then aura back up the petal. Then finally add 2 little petals, one on either side. There's our basic iris. Now I'm going to draw just the heads of these flowers on different angles throughout this tile. Then later I'll add some stems. If you find that any of your flowers are going to overlap like here, don't draw the line right up to the other line. I've left a little bit of a gap, and later I'll come back and finish that off so that it looks like that same stencil effect. To draw in the stems, I'm not going to join the stem right up to the flower. You can see I've left that little line at the top as if it was a stencil. Do the same on all the others. So when you come to a line from another flower, stop. Draw it as if it's sitting behind. But again, we're not going to connect that stem to the petal. As I draw these stems, I'm going to curve them so it looks like the flowers are just naturally curving outwards. To create a silhouette, I'm going to use this Uniball eye pen to colour in all of the sections. I've chosen this pen because, as you can see, it's quite wet and it's easy to fill in larger areas. If I tried to colour that all with my Micron 01, I'd end up running out of ink. These Uniball pens are permanent, but they're not archival like your Microns. And all that means really is that the ink from an archival pen will not fade as easily, and so better if you're selling your product. I don't draw with this Uniball pen because it's quite wet and bleeds into the paper, so you get a bit of a fuzzy edge. Here's another sample I did earlier. The border is a little bit wider and the background's a little bit darker, so the flowers don't show up quite the same. And here's another one using yellows and greens. Where the petals have overlapped, you can see that gap more clearly here and around that stem, just like a stencil would have a gap. For my bookmark, I'm going to use a Micron PN. It's just a little bit thicker than the Micron 01, and it also has a different nib, and it's probably better when you're drawing over a pigment like watercolour. As I go up this bookmark, I'm going to alternate the direction that the head of this flower is pointing. So here are my finished tiles. You can see on the green one I've added some extra leaves, but it's fun experimenting with colour and different shapes of tiles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and head over there to see more videos from me. You could also click the links on the screen. Until next time, bye for now.